Hello, everyone, and welcome to The Agenda. I'm Alex Gray.
No.
What?
I said no, we have to do it right.
God, Aaron, it really is not that big of a
I
deal.
don't like change, Alex.
Fine. Hello, everyone, and welcome to The Agenda. Live on TV2 at 9 p.m. EST on Thursdays during the fall and spring semesters and streaming on KentWire.com.
See? Was that so bad?
I would rather have broken my left leg than to appease you. I'm your normal host, Alex Gray.
And I'm your good-natured host, Alex's co-host.
Hey, I can be good-natured sometimes.
Oh, really? When?
Well, what about that time when you were choking in your sleep after Megan gave you that horse tranquilizer and I punched you in the kidney so hard you woke up?
That's not good nature. That's violent and coincidentally helpful.
Well, okay. How about the time where you were sad because your dog got hit by a car and then I said sorry for hitting your dog?
Peanut was a treasured companion, and you do not get to turn his death into any kind of positive.
Well, you know what? Let's just get into some readers, all right?
A new vibrator called Rub Grub was released, which orders a large Domino's pizza after a climax, which honestly is pretty cool, and there's no joke here. I'm just mad they missed the opportunity to call it dildo. Like, get it? Like dill, and then dough, like pizza dough. Okay, just making sure. All right, goodbye.
A third-grade baseball team from Missouri stated that they are continuing to hold their AR-15 raffle fundraiser. The team coach defended that they will not cancel because they, quote, went through hell and back to get the prize approved by the PTA, unquote.
A Canadian man adopted a rescue pig that was nursed back to health by a branch of the British Columbia Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals. The man later apologized for eating his new piggy that he butchered humanely after the pig became aggressive and tried to go through a glass door. Since he is no longer allowed to adopt BCSPCA animals anymore, the man has moved on to adopting roadkill.
This past week, Trump was criticized for having the phrase, "I hear you," on a note card in a listening session with the survivors of the recent Florida shooting. And as a college student who has used note cards her entire life, I feel inclined to tell the leader of this country that there is a pretty huge difference between a persuasive speech and feeling genuine sympathy for other human beings. The Agenda will be right back.
And then from this angle, it all makes a star.
I'm a teacher. Let me tell you what I make. I make learning a privilege, not a chore.
Show up
And frustration,
absorb
a
what people
tool,
are giving you.
not an obstacle. I make working hard seem easy, and giving up impossible.
And then we're going to turn the lights and everybody look up.
I make an old subject feel like a fresh thought.
Finally won.
What's your reaction? Yeah, exactly.
And unconventional methods
Okay, what else?
common.
Little tadpoles, frogs, spiders, this is their world.
There's nothing.
And then they die. Go ahead, go, go, go.
I'm a teacher. I make more.
NRA endorsements are dropping like flies. In the weeks since the Parkland shooting, major companies are continuing to break all ties with the National Rifle Association. Several big names have taken to Twitter to denounce their association, and the people have responded in a big way. One name that stands out among the rest is the popular chain store Dick's Sporting Goods, after they made the decision to ban the sale of all assault-style weapons. Here to comment on the big change is the assistant manager at the local Dick's, Ashley Stevens. Good to have you, Ashley.
Thanks, Aaron. It's confusing to be here.
How have things changed for you since the ban on assault rifles?
To be honest, I haven't really noticed any changes, but then again, I wasn't aware we sold assault rifles in the first place. I guess I wouldn't put it past Diamond, though.
I'm sorry, Diamond?
Oh, that's the manager. She doesn't have a last name.
A person named Diamond with no last name is the manager of a Dick's. You know what? Never mind. Many people on Twitter are speculating that you might lose a lot of your conservative customers after the ban. Have you noticed a change in your client base?
Not really, but it's usually pretty dark in there, so it's kind of hard to tell.
Wait, why is it dark? What?
Have you never been inside?
Well, yeah, I have. I guess it's been a while, though. I could be mistaken.
Well, you wouldn't be the first of our customers to forget about their experience.
I don't know how to interpret that at all.
You know, this conversation is not going the way I expected.
No, yeah, I concur.
To the best of my knowledge, the only weapon that we have on site is a t-shirt cannon.
What?
Yeah, Cinnamon lost a whole eye. You know, we thought she was down and out, but her sales have gone way up ever since. Turns out, people are really into it, and I love that.
Diamond and Out Cinnamon?
With an S.
Of course it is. What kind of sporting goods store do you operate?
Well, I've never heard it described quite that way.
But it's in the name. It's on the sign out front, Dick's Sporting Goods.
Wait, I think there's been a misunderstanding.
You don't work at Dick's Sporting Goods, do you?
Nope.
You work at the Gentlemen's Club in Ravenna, don't you?
Yep.
Oh, I botched it this time.
You know, it happens more than you would think.
All right, well, I'm gonna go get scolded by my producers. The agenda will be right back.
Hello, YouTube. It's Veronica here. Today, a bunch of my followers, and by that, I mean my dad, asked me to do a room tour and a haul. So today I'm gonna do that and show you my house. Even though I don't really agree with that, because then you might know where I live, and I don't really like that. But I'm gonna do it anyways because I'm committed to my followers. Let's get started. This is my bed. I sleep here every night. As you can see, I've got some Pokemon up there. I like those. And then I've got this pillow right here. That's the pillow I hold at night so I don't get lonely. This is my bathroom. It's really tiny, but I use it to its full extent. See, look up here. I got tampons, and then I got air freshener for when I take a big stinky dump. I'm gonna get ready for the day now, so be back with you in a minute. You might notice that I'm not in my house anymore. I'm in my bunker. My dad, the United Airlines pilot, built this for me. I heard a crash. I don't know what it was, okay? I don't know. But all I'm saying is it spooked me enough to come down here into my bunker, all right? Got soundproof. I don't know why they're here, but my dad said it's to keep the noises in. I'm just a little spooked. I don't know what that noise was, but I told my mom and I told my dad, and my dad thinks that I should stay in the bunker, and I get that. But my mom said it was probably just a freaking pothole, and I just don't think that's true. Freaking potholes making that big of a noise. But I'm gonna stay down here for a little bit, and then I'll keep you guys updated. Okay. If you guys look outside, I don't see anything, but I'm a little cautious. Oh, there's people out there. What? Maybe it was a pothole. Is my mom right? That never happens. Listen, guys, I think it might be possible that I've made a grave mistake in trusting my father, which my mom always tells me that I always make a mistake, that I was a mistake, and I think that's kind of mean of her to say, but I understand now. It turns out I've been bamboozled, and I should probably go and do my haul. So. I guess go check out my next YouTube video where I buy groceries. Bye.
America and nepotism go hand in hand. Why do you ask? Well, because Ivanka Trump was sent to represent the United States at the closing ceremonies of the Olympics. She's been receiving quite the backlash from it. So here to talk it out is Ivanka Trump. Thanks for being here, Ivanka. So to start things off, I want to ask you what your reaction was when your father told you that you were going to be representing America in the Olympics.
Thank you for having me. When my father told me, I was so excited. I'm such a big fan of the Olympics.
You mean the Olympics?
Yeah, that's what I said.
All right then. What event were you looking most forward to?
Oh, I totally know this one. I think the curling sport is so funny. Every time I watch it, I can't stop laughing. The way they go back and forth with their broom thingies, I can't get enough of it. When my dad told me about it, I knew I had to see it.
You do know that athletes put a ton of hard work and training into that, right?
I guess so, but who cares, really? I mean, I don't mean that.
Did you get the chance to meet any of the U.S. Olympiads?
Yeah, a lot of them got the chance to meet me. I spoke to Ron Jared, the 18-year-old gold medalist.
Okay, Ivanka, listen, I think we can all tell that you're reading from your hand, and no offense, but are you illiterate? Why don't we just have a genuine interview here?
Yeah, I can't do that.
All right, then we're not going to do this. Thanks for coming on the show, Ivanka.
Thank you, Alex, and everyone here at the Magenta.
Yeesh, am I right? All right. There's been a lot of talk about Ivanka being chosen to represent our country during the closing ceremonies of the Olympics. We were lucky enough to ask some of her friends what they think about the decision. Check it out.
Yeah, a little here and there.
Yeah, I like to watch a few things. The snowboarding, it's fun.
Well, duh. Did you not see that triple axel? Saved my soul.
Oh my gosh. You know, we could not have had a better choice. Ivanka is such a sweetheart. In 2001, she took me and a couple girlfriends, no homo, to the Bahamas, and we had such a good time. She's just the best. I cannot think of anyone better.
I think Ivanka was a very interesting choice. I mean, she's very friendly. She definitely knows how to talk.
She who shall not be named, if she should even be called a she in the first place, should not, under any circumstances, be out there representing our country. Are you serious? She's a walking, talking Barbie with this thing called America. How dare...
I mean, she watched it sometimes.
I remember one time, a long time ago, she made a joke about curling or something.
She hated the Olympics. She's always hated the Olympics. And even if she didn't hate the Olympics, she never said anything about the Olympics.
Cheering is Ivanka's thing. You know, she likes to hype people up. You know, in high school, like, she would hype me up all the time. She'd be like, you're so pretty, like, not as pretty as me, but, like, you know, you're doing great sometimes, like, when you try. Like, some people might say that's backhanded, but I think it was really nice. Like,
she's representing America in a no.
That's all I'm saying.
Todd's a great guy. I mean, look at him. What a sweetheart. Attaboy. Wait, Todd, what are you doing? How totally selfish and un-Todd-like of you. Come on, Todd. Come on, man.
In the small town of Elmira, New York, a boy was born into an all-American family. The odds of him opening his own clothing store at the age of 18? 1 in 138,000. Excited to be a part of pop culture, he packed for the big city. The odds of finding someone to invest in his vision? 1 in 4.5 million. The odds of him achieving his dream in the fashion industry? 1 in 23 million. The odds of having a child diagnosed with autism? 1 in 88. I am Tommy Hilfiger, and my family is affected by autism. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs. Early diagnosis can make a lifetime of difference.
For over 70 years, Smokey Bear has asked you to use fire responsibly.
Fire is due to an unattended campfire. Go time.
Here's how you can stay on the front lines of preventing wildfires. Always watch your campfire before leaving. Drown it, stir it, drown it again, and feel that the fire is out cold.
Oh, bullseye!
And you won't need a visit from these guys.
Copy that.
You can be Smokey's wingman when enjoying nature and prevent wildfires. Visit SmokeyBear.com for more fire prevention tips.
The 2018 Winter Olympics recently ended in Pyeongchang. To celebrate, we here at The Agenda did our favorite thing in the world, stunts.
Welcome to Stunt Reel, Real Stunts Olympic Edition. So we're getting started with invisible curling. You can see that they're getting ready to lift off. Oh, and there it goes.
Ooh, look at them go.
Kind of looks like they're but that's okay.
We got our leader in the back here hoping.
Here's bobsleds. Here they go.
They better get on there quick.
Oh, they're getting on. Oh, there they go.
Oh my gosh, is this Cool Runnings 2.0?
Absolutely, they look like caterpillars. Oh no, they're getting off course.
Oh no.
Oh gosh.
That's a tragedy.
Wow, here goes skeleton. Oh, beautiful form.
Wow.
Absolutely. I think that might
That's
be...
the best I've seen in years.
That's an Olympic record. Ooh, here's speed skating.
Ooh, look
they are going around that track.
Look at Iceland going so fast.
Oh no! Oh my gosh, there she goes. Here's,
who is this?
This is Aaron Haluk, ice skater from America.
No.
He is just gorgeous on the ice.
Yes, he is. Wow.
Ooh, and he lands the quad.
He has skill.
Absolutely. Look at that form. Wow. Oh, a little wobble. That's gonna cause some
How long
points.
has this guy been practicing for this?
At least a few days.
Wow.
It's really a
lot of hard work put into this.
Really, really amazing.
Michelle Obama is reportedly releasing a memoir on November 13th later this year, and people are apparently really excited about it. So, here to talk about her new upcoming book today is the former First Lady herself, Michelle Obama. Welcome to, oh God, wait a second.
It is so great to be here, Aaron.
Oh my God, you didn't.
I'm very excited to talk about my new book.
Alex, I know it's you. Like, I knew you loved Michelle Obama, but not this much.
Though I don't really know what you're talking about, I'm always flattered to know that I can hopefully inspire others to be better.
Oh my God.
However, I was told we were discussing my upcoming book tonight.
You know what? Fine. So, Mrs. Obama, can you give us any specifics on your new memoir?
Of course. As you may know, this is my first written memoir, and I'm very excited for the public to read it. In Becoming, I talk about my roots and how a little girl from the south side of Chicago found her voice and developed the strength to use it to empower others.
Aha! This wasn't your first book, though. You just lied on public television as a former First Lady.
Well, you are right about that. I wrote a gardening book in 2012, plus many people have put books together with only quotes that Barack and I have said throughout our years in the White House. But those certainly could not be considered memoirs, and this is my first memoir of my entire life.
Oh, come on.
But I'm very flattered that you seemingly know so much about me, and for that, I'm giving you a rough draft of my new book, Becoming. Here, I even signed it for you.
This is just a piece of paper that says Becoming.
Well, it is a rough draft, Aaron. I can't just give you my entire book months before the rest of the world. That would be unethical. As a lawyer who got her degree from Harvard...
All right, that's enough. This experience will give me night terrors that therapy won't even fix. I don't know how you did this without breaking, and I honestly really don't care anymore. The agenda will be right back.
So, same time next week?
Well, of course. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free tips to help you save, go to Feed the Pig.
When I was 6, my days were spent playing basketball. When I was 6, my dream was to make it to the NBA. When I was 6, my mom had a stroke.
I'm Paul George, and I want you to spot a stroke fast.
F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911.
Protect the ones you love.
Spot a stroke fast.
Most party fouls are pretty dumb. But if you decide to drink and drive underage, you could lose your license and your freedom. Underage drinking and driving. The ultimate party foul.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
With this year's elections fast approaching, the Democratic Party has been heavily investing in military veterans to run. Currently, the party has been sending these veterans into deep red districts, challenging the Republican Party. On the desk, we have veteran Yolanda Milliken, who volunteered to be sent anywhere in the South.
Hello, Aaron. Great to be on the show. Thank you for having me.
As a veteran, could you tell me why you believe in the Democratic Party's plan?
Yes, the Democratic Party believes that now more than ever, our country needs to come together. With veterans, like myself, I believe our experience can bring that unity after we fought for this country so hard from around the world. Veterans appeal to candidates in key swing districts.
Uh-huh. Well, I suppose that's a good plan you have there. Perhaps you could tell us a little about your time in the military?
I'd rather talk about how veterans are the ones anyone could rally behind, whether you be Democratic, Republican, or independent. Everyone respects veterans for their leadership, not just for their politics. The war and the military taught me those things.
Yolanda, can I ask you a question?
Of course, Aaron.
Were you actually a soldier?
Why, yes, Aaron, I was, and I find it very disrespectful. I, being a former service member of the United States military, shouldn't have to put up with this.
Okay, then. How about you tell me a little bit about your time in the service?
You know, I remember it like yesterday. My stepdad sent me off for basic training in the summer, and I had a commanding officer who was just really trying to tear my life apart, really make it difficult. Just as I was about to quit and go home, I met a guy who really rooted for me. Then I joined the drill team, and
That's literally the plot of Hilary Duff's movie, Cadet Kelly. You haven't been enlisted, have you? What kind of sick joke is this?
Listen, Aaron, the Democratic Party really needs these votes from the red districts. We're hanging by a thread here. Republicans are everywhere. It'll be a one-party government soon. What's next? Communism?
Well, I have to say, Yolanda, I'm a bit disappointed about you pretending to be someone you're not. But I guess I respect your vision. Although, since you impersonated a veteran to get votes, I'm pretty sure that's against the law in southern states. If I were you, I'd run.
Oh, gosh.
God bless America.
A new report is stating that Vladimir Putin is now being supported by a group called Gays for Putin. We were lucky enough to get one of the members here on the desk. Everyone, welcome Yevgenia, the Gay for Putin.
Hello, welcome to be here.
Hi, glad to have you. So, can you tell me why you, as a gay woman, support Vladimir Putin?
What is not to like?
The gay concentration camps in Chechnya, the public beatings of LGBTQ individuals, that homosexuality is considered a mental illness, and just that gays aren't considered people in Russia?
Well, that is not my experience.
Well, then what is your experience?
Bah.
Oh, could you elaborate, please?
Putin has been a great friend to the gays in Russia. We don't get pulled out of our homes anymore. We can adopt children as long as we say we are single, and I can even wear a rainbow shirt as long as it is under a few other shirts. I would say we are very progressive.
This is ridiculous.
You know what I think is ridiculous? That you do not believe that the very attractive, very handsome President of Russia, Vladimir Putin, would support the homosexuals.
What?
I know. Even though I am attracted to women, I think that we can all agree that Vladimir Putin is a looker.
I guess to each their own?
Excuse you? Do not disrespect me. I mean Vlad like that. He is a great man.
Yevgenia, when did you come out?
2008.
Isn't that the same year that Putin came into office?
I don't know what you're getting at.
I think you... Putin!
Ah, you caught me.
I knew it. There are no gays in Russia that would support you.
Of course not. There are no gays in Russia, period.
Putin.
You'll never catch me, copper.
Sick of these Russians coming into our country, trying to appropriate our gay culture. The agenda will be right back.
The United States has great strength and patience. We will have no choice but to totally destroy North Korea.
Kim Jong-un saying he takes President Trump's threats personally, so he has been rattled, but he's now rattling the world with a new threat of his own.
For years, we've tried a peaceful approach. As nations, we gather for conferences, we give speeches, we sign treaties. Some of us tweet, but none of it's working. After years of war and rage sweeping our nations, we decided it's time to work out our problems another way.
Calm down.
No, you calm down.
Why are you standing up?
Cause you right at me.
I'm right at you.
Yeah.
I'm sitting,
Okay,
Adrian.
but them words is hitting me. You like...
Why? I feel threatened.
Step one more foot towards me and I'm gonna lay your ass out.
Why are you here? You're not a bad bitch.
The calmer that I'm staying, the more upset I can see them getting.
She is a... That's it.
I was gonna be nice, but now I'm not.
Y'all around with the wrong bitch. I'm crazy. I apologize for my demeanor. I apologize for turning up. That is not how I want to be represented.
I'm tired of y'all bitches in this house. Y'all gonna make me lose my mind, y'all.
You do not deserve to be here. I'm sorry. I don't feel bad.
Don't feel comfortable being around these girls right now.
Oh my god. Like, I will seriously be the biggest bitch here ever. That's what I'm saying. I don't think when I fight.
Well, that's our show, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for tuning in.
You know, you still haven't come up with an example of how you're good-natured.
God, look, what about the time you fell down the stairs and I didn't laugh at you?
Oh, dear God. Look, first the Michelle Obama segment, and now this.
Michelle Obama was here? And I missed it?
Oh my God, your commitment to this bit is the worst thing you've ever done on this show.
Aaron, look, I'm not in the mood for you just standing up for yourself right now. You got to interview Michelle Obama while I was in the bathroom. How is that fair?
I am not going to be gaslit live on air, Alex.
And you aren't gonna mask your racism for my gaslighting.
What? How am I racist?
Aaron, I do not look like Michelle Obama. If I had her arms, do you think I'd be sitting next to you right now? I wouldn't.
It was literally you in a wig. You told me you spent $30 on a wig to look like Michelle Obama not hours before this show.
I remember no such thing.
Holy hell, is this real? Where am I? What is going on?
What's happening here is prejudice. And that's our show, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for tuning in. Have a good night.
And this cat makes me make art because he's always motivating me to take pictures of him, to draw pictures of him. He just is motivating artistically. It's just that simple. Well, he's my best friend, but a lot of people know him as Keyboard Cat.
Why is my son having trouble in school?
Finding lowest airfare to Istanbul.
No, I'm tired of fighting with my son over his homework.
Home, walk, restaurant. Need a review?
No. He's smart, but his mind wanders.
7 wonders of the world.
Why don't you understand me?
I do. I was trying to show how Connor feels every day. Redirecting to understood.org.
Join parents and experts at understood.org, a free online resource about learning and attention issues to help